It's Tuesday night basketball. It's going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers up against the New Jersey Nets. Cavaliers. Nets. Up next.
It's game time in New Jersey as the crowds at the Prudential Center look to cheer on the Nets. For the Cavaliers, this is the last game before heading back to Cleveland. This is the beginning of a pretty favorable window in their schedule, Clark, with a lot of home games. They'll be looking to capitalize and to boost their standings. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've got Gooden and Gibson. And for New Jersey, Brandon Wright is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Vujicic. Then there's Darren Williams and James. Well, for New Jersey, the lowest attendance in the league last year, Clark, just over 13,000 a game.
Well, for the fans, it's just really hard to sit and watch your team lose and not get a sense of them having a game plan for getting better. Just 8 home wins in 41 games. That's hard to stomach.
Picked up by Davis. Baseline jumper. Gooden corrals the miss. So it's Cleveland now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
The difference was their edge on the offensive side of the court. They made some key baskets, and it always comes down to that. Trying to set the pace, that enabled them to win the game.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I caught up with Avery Johnson. The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about the way their season had been developing. He told me, we've been learning the hard way that anything less than a 100% effort is not going to get it done. I want to see my guys a lot hungrier than they have been. That would certainly help, gentlemen.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Here's Wright. Connects from 13 feet out. So it's Cleveland now. This game against New Jersey, it's their first look at the Nets.
No surprises last year. This team did not pose.
And he slams it home. Here's the replay on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Plays like that are what makes this league so great. He's a special player.
I don't care if you're a fan of another team. You have to admire someone, Clark, who can make those types of plays. Williams backs him down. Fires the three. Vujicic's shot is off. And the Cavaliers with possession. Down low. Here's Miles. Takes it up. Kept alive. Good D by Lopez.
Can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
Now Vujicic. Lets loose for three. Miles inhales it. On defense, New Jersey. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
I didn't think we saw a real strong outing defensively from them, Kevin. And very few teams can get away with winning, maybe a handful of games, if that, relying solely on their offense.
Here's Williams. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. With the fadeaway, that's good. Williams has got his first basket. Darren Williams, not only a terrific passer, but a great scorer, too.
Yeah, he really is, Kevin. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's at the basket, from mid-range, or even out beyond the arc. He shoots a high percentage because he takes high-quality shots, and he can finish around the rim.
Here is Williams. Just over 7 minutes left in the first. Here's Vujicic. Back to Williams. Goes up. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the two free throws. Darren Williams, Clark, one cool customer.
Yeah, I love the composure that he plays with, the maturity he plays with, and he's a competitive guy, but he never changes expression. I think he plays with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, which is a positive thing.
You like that, don't you?
I love to see that, especially in your leading guard.
And Williams' competitiveness, that's what you want from a team leader, isn't it?
Without question, absolutely. You know he's not going to back down from anybody, and the team follows that lead that he establishes. He's not just strong-willed, but he's smart. He's a crafty, savvy player, and combines that with tremendous skill. That's why he's one of the premier point guards in the game.
And the Nets making a change here.
When he goes up, sometimes you think he might never come down.
Well, it won't be the last time we see one of those slams from him. Left side, Williams. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Gooden. Scooped up. Misses the layup.
Outstanding job there to contest the shot and grab the miss. That's how you play defense.
And here is Williams. Lopez backs in. Shot clock at 5. Baseline J. And again, no good by New Jersey.
Well, he had a solid look there, but he still couldn't drain it.
Here's Davis. Can't hit the three-pointer.
You know, the defense sagged off on him, but he still wasn't able to drop the three.
Whoa!
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
And Cleveland has possession. It's a three-point game. Gooden sets a pick. Fires top of the key. Shot is off. And the Nets now go the other way. James, the pass to Williams. Here's Lopez. Lopez with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 3. For 3, Gibson. Shot's good. 5 points in the game.
Got an open look out there in transition and did not hesitate. That's a nice shot.
And first time out of the game called for New Jersey. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. You look at the Cavaliers, they're deadly accurate, third in the NBA.
Well, I thought, Kevin, they had great productivity from their shooters last year. The guys they were counting on to knock down a high percentage of their shot, they did that. And they hope to see those same kinds of numbers this year.
And making a change here, the Cavaliers. And here are the Cavaliers. They lead by 4. Can't connect on the quick shot. For 3, Outlaw, kept alive. Lopez. And good, they convert on the second chance. So it's Cleveland now. Parker outside. Flushes it off the nice pick.
Nice fundamental basketball. Get that screen in place solidly, and then take it to the rim.
Show a little patience, then zoom right in. You know, you talk about, leading your conference, 38 wins last year by this Cavalier team. That is dominating your conference.
Well, you only play 52 conference games with the current schedule. That's a winning percentage, Kevin. When you talk about 38 wins, that's just north of 70%. 7 out of every 10 times you take the floor in the conference, you're winning that ball game.
I mean, the teams are so familiar with each other. It's harder to prepare.
Yeah, it's much harder to prepare, but sometimes you grab a couple of those scheduling wins, we call it, when one team has been resting and the other has played 3 games in 4 nights.
Here's Lopez. Scooped up. He goes up again. Outlaw's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Parker passes to Gibson. He's picked up by James. Again, the Cavaliers score. And thinking of the Cavs, they ended up on the short end of the playoffs, so the entire equation certainly isn't set.
Well, Kevin, it's no secret. They certainly did come up short of their expectations in the postseason. And they've got to find ways to stay together, to grow mentally tougher, and then to be able to get those wins when the games count the most. And you and I both know the playoffs and the postseason much different than the regular season.
And that's mature. That's just getting used to each other and just growing with the game.
That's part of it. You have to sometimes go through the crucible of disappointments as a team before you find your way to the top of the mountain. Boy, Kevin, I like the way they've come out here. I mean, they're shooting it well and with confidence from outside. Just a good, strong start for them.
Timeout called, the Nets. And making a change here, the Cavaliers.
Give it up, New Jersey! There we go, fans. That was your Nets dancers. Give it up!
Here's Williams. Lopez backs in. Hits the jump hook. Lopez has got 6. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Parker. Puts the hammer down.
They've been dominant at both ends of the floor, so the early lead is no surprise.
Here is Williams. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Let's swing it over to Doris Burke.
Kevin, Byron Scott, the Cavs' new head coach. Previously, he had been with the Nets for 4 seasons, the Hornets for 5, and had success with both franchises. The Nets made 2 NBA Finals appearances. The Hornets made the Western Conference Finals. With LeBron leaving the Cavs, Scott said, "I don't think this is a rebuilding team. I have to do it a little bit differently, but our mindset is the same. I think I'm the perfect guy for this job." Not sure others would feel the same, gentlemen.
About their chances, that is. Yeah, it may take a while. Thanks, Doris. 3 on the clock, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
They're really giving them all they can handle here. The defense is having a hard time keeping up.
And here is Outlaw. Here's Lopez. Another one falls for New Jersey.
When you get a hot hand like him, it's real simple. You need to keep going with it.
Williams against Parker. Outside, Davis. Inside. Here's Mim. Takes it up. Buries the short-range shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Plain and simple, they are simply not getting it done right now at the defensive end of the floor. They're allowing warm-up jump shots, a lot of easy shots this half, and that's why this team is shooting 60% from the floor.
Here's Lopez. Parker on the rebound.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
That will count. Drops in the buzzer beater.
Fantastic job to knock down the buzzer beater. Nothing better than ending the quarter with a 3.
And that signals the end of the first quarter of play. Double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 13.
Kevin, their offense has been flowing right from the get-go. It's been fun to watch.
And we'll return momentarily.
Coming up this Thursday, Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers go up against Kenyon Martin and the Denver Nuggets. The NBA season gains momentum. Don't miss out.
Well, it hasn't exactly been close, but as the second quarter starts, still plenty of basketball left to be played. And Cleveland has possession. It's a 13-point game. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Gooden and Pavlovich. Now Farmar. 14 points from him the last game against Miami. Got a piece of it.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
Here's Pavlovich. No luck on the 3-point attempt.
Well, they left him open to try to sucker him into taking that shot, and it worked out.
Here's Vujicic. Here's Outlaw. And flushed through with 2 hands.
Boy, he flushes it with such strength, Kevin.
Yeah, how about that one, Clark? He continues to top himself.
Yeah, he's outdoing himself, isn't he?
Here's Capono. Drains the easy jumper. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. And here are the Nets, trailing by 13. Here's Farmar. And here's Outlaw for 3. Mim rips down the defensive board.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Gooden with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Can't hit, and it's New Jersey the other way. Here's Farmar. He dumps it off. Vujicic backs in.
He didn't need the fade there, but he knocked down the shot, so you can't argue with the results.
So it's Cleveland now. The East had its share of struggling teams last year, and the Nets were one of them.
Yeah, they only managed 8 wins against other teams in the East, by far the lowest mark of any team in that conference.
Timeout called, the Nets. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We take a look at the Cavaliers. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Nets, 2 games back. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Here's Lopez. He's got 10. Here's Vujicic. Outlaw with it. Pass to Lopez. Over Ja. And Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got 12. But with regards to the Nets in the East, they have to be better this year. Right, Clark?
As long as they stay healthy, they're definitely going to be a lot better. No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, they can't get any worse. How could they get any worse? They've got some great young talent, so I'm expecting this to be a much improved team.
On defense, New Jersey, 11-point game. Just 5 on the clock. And here is Gibson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington.
For a player of his skill, it's going to take a lot better defense than that.
Now Farmar. Lopez backs in. Nails it from close range. Lopez has got 14 points for the game.
Nice bucket there. He isn't naturally quick, but he's deceptive. He kept the defense off balance and then took it to the rack.
Easy shot, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Tell you what, I like the way he's picked his spots on when to get involved in the offense.
Here's Farmar. Pass to Lopez. Over Jump. Lopez, no luck. Just over 6 minutes left in the second. Here's Miles. And yep, that falls, and the foul is called. We'll see him shoot one from the free throw line.
First foul, teams first. Miles.
And he's unable to convert here on the three-point play. Well, Cleveland breezed through the Bulls, but they just ran into a buzzsaw last May, Clark, when they had to deal with the Celtics and all the pride. I mean, they always talk about Celtic pride. It was on display in that series.
It certainly was, Kevin, and you can never underestimate that. The fact that those core guys had won a championship, they were healthy, they felt good, and they were confident going into that matchup against Cleveland. They felt like they had what it would take to be able to push past the Cavaliers.
Here's Capono. Humphries gets the rebound.
Normally, he sinks that shot. His mid-range game is excellent. He just misfired that time. Well, he gives up some height, but he didn't give up the rock. Nice board.
You know, back to the Cavs, Clark. Where do they go from here?
Well, you start with the inability of being able to replace a guy like LeBron. I mean, MVP the last couple of years in the league and a dominant player, a terrific leader. It's a huge, gaping hole that will not be filled for a long time. I think they go from the ground up now and just try to slowly put this thing back together. But that piece missing is going to make it very difficult to do.
Are you surprised he left?
Mildly so, Kevin. I thought if I had given it percentages, I would have said probably 65-35. He stayed, but I certainly can understand. When he gets it going like this, you got to double team it. That's your only hope.
Here's Farmar. About 4.5 minutes left in the half. Outlaw with it. Goes up, and he lays that one up and in. And Cleveland has possession.
They're playing them tight all the way up the court right now. Full court man-to-man D.
Capono for three. Can't get it to go. And the Nets now go the other way. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Now let's check in with the third member of our crew, Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Damian James, a tough 6'7" forward out of the University of Texas. He averaged 18 points and 10 boards for the Longhorns, but slipped to the 24th pick in this year's draft. James said, "Things happen for a reason. I'm just happy to be in a situation where I can help a team win. At the end of the day, I ended up in a great place." And guys, James is a seasoned college player. He should be able to help the New Jersey Nets out.
Yeah, good situation for him. Thanks, Doris. Nice move. Here's Chop, and off the glass as he lays that one up and in.
That's where you want to be getting the majority of your shots from on offense.
Now Farmar. Takes it up. Rips it down.
Oh, what a great look to get it inside. That's the way to find him when he's ready to score.
We've seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
That's exactly the way to play. The fans love it. It's fun for the players. I love it. And more importantly, it's tough to defend.
New Jersey with the ball. They trail by 14. Outlaw with it. Here's Humphries. Connects on the baseline jumper. He has 6. And Cleveland has possession, leading by 12. Here's Farmar.
2 minutes to go in game 2.
Lopez backs in. 13 feet out. The shot no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
Kevin, Brook Lopez and his brother Robin are the first twins to play against each other in the NBA since the Collins twins, who also played at Stanford. Kind of unique.
Yeah, very ironic. Shot's good by Gibson. Here's Farmar. 1:34 left in the second. Here's Outlaw. Gibson grabs the rebound inside. Clark, you talk about Brook and Robin Lopez. They both had an impact for their team.
Well, when you consider their size, Kevin, and combine that with a strong work ethic, it's not that surprising.
Top of the key. Jump shot is good that time. He's got 19.
Kevin, they haven't attempted as many threes here in the second, and I think they're trying to get the ball inside more.
Now Farmar takes a three. Outlaw's shot is off. And the Cavaliers with possession. It's a 16-point game. Miles.
They're showing no mercy. This lead just keeps on growing.
Here's Farmar. Now Vujicic. Here's Humphries. Connects from in close. 8 points for him. And Cleveland has possession. It's a 16-point game. Five to shoot. Here's Miles. That falls in on the layup coming off the feed. He's got 23. Here's Lopez, and that's not going to fall for him.
He's really struggled to get into any kind of comfortable flow here. 0 points this quarter, and he really doesn't look like himself out there.
And the first half wraps up with a dominating performance underway. Back in just a bit here in New Jersey.
Where'd the music go?
Hope you're having a great evening. It's time now for HP at the half. The Cleveland Cavaliers ahead against New Jersey. They're looking to build on the good start that they put together in the early going. And the Nets going all out. They've gone to their bench for the spark, and it's fired. Big scoring off the pine. Some textbook basketball from Brook Lopez. At the break, 16 points. Also's come away with 5 rebounds. A lot of points on the board between these two. They've led the charge in scoring for their team.
Hi, and welcome back, everyone. In the first half, a one-sided game. We'll see if it gets any closer as play continues. And Cleveland has possession. It's an 18-point lead. The Nets this season moved to the beautiful Prudential Center here in downtown Newark.
Yeah, what a building. And they'll play here for a couple of years until their new arena in Brooklyn is built. Part of a larger development involving retail and apartments. Now, can they put the wins behind that?
Vujicic is out there with Darren Williams. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Brandon Wright and James. That's the group for Avery Johnson getting going here in the second half. Here's Gooden, and he dunks that one in. But the Nets, the Prudential Center, not a bad place to be in the meantime, waiting for that place in Brooklyn like you're talking about to be completed.
Yeah, Kevin, great access to public transportation. It's a relatively new arena, opened in 2007. Very nice, and we'll see if that helps the Nets be a little better on the court.
Here's Davis. Off from three-point land. And here we go with Darren Williams. James with the bucket. James has got his second bucket of the night.
That was one of those nice little teardrops that looks like it doesn't have a prayer and then softly drops right in.
to the paint. Here's Gooden. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his tracks, and it freed up the easy basket.
Here's Vujicic. Now here's James. Can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Left side, Davis. Jacks up the triple. Right,
come on,
corrals
Ricky.
the miss inside. A difficult situation for New Jersey. They trail by 18. And here is James.
He's a great rebounder, especially for his size, and he's done a good job for them on the board.
Deflects the pass.
Fuck.
Williams up on top. Fires top of the key. James with the bucket. James has got his third basket of the night. And the Cavaliers with possession. Now good. He's picked up by Lopez. Goes up. Oh, might have had a three-point play, but he couldn't power it down. He'll shoot two.
Good foul. Can't let him get that easy dunk, especially since he struggles at the line.
A whole new generation of NBA players taking the reins in the NBA, Clark.
And it makes you and I feel a little bit old, doesn't it, Kevin? I mean, they're the internet generation. I think they call them millennials is what they're referred to demographically. These guys love their gadgets.
Smartphones, video games, all that stuff. The Nets making a switch here. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Third is Darren Williams.
He was one of the best distributors of the basketball all season long and was really one of his team's bright spots a year ago.
And James gets it to go. James has got 8. Clark, you mentioned video games. NBA players the league over are huge gamers. LeBron, Nate Robinson, Brandon Roy, Steph Curry, all of them.
Yeah, as we speak, there's probably an NBA player or two or more playing this game somewhere right now.
Lopez backs in. Launches it. Kept alive. Takes it up. And he dunks that one through.
He is so tenacious on the board. How many times have we seen putbacks like that from him?
He can clear out the paint like very few others can.
You know what you might call him, Kevin? A rebounding virtuoso.
Yeah, I like that. That's right. Gibson for 3. That's good. He's got 15.
Come on now. You got to pay better attention than that on a shooter like him. He'll make that 10 times out of 10.
Davis against James.
What are we doing?
Pass to Lopez. 5 to shoot. No good. And Cleveland will take it the other way.
Brook Lopez was frustrated at times last season, Kevin, by a lack of touches as the Nets tried to get Yi Jianlian going at the offensive end.
Here's Williams. About 5.5 minutes left in the third. James with it. Pass to Lopez. He's against Gooden. The turnaround, Jay. Lopez with another miss. And it would really seem like Lopez with 50% field goal percentage is the player you would want to focus on offensively.
Yeah, you know, trying to see what they had in a rebuilding season, they tried to spread it out. But clearly, with Lopez, he needs more touches.
James dishes to Williams. Shoots the 3. Gooden snatches the rebound.
You know, 9 out of 10 times he's making you pay on a wide open look like that. I guess that was number 10, though.
Davis against James. James against Davis. Here's Miles. And Darren Williams pulls it down.
The D served it up on the platter, and he still wasn't able to convert. He's got to be disappointed.
What is happening?
Back
What
to
is
James.
happening?
It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. James has got 10 points in the game.
He's really been efficient in the quarter so far. I love the way he's looking for his offense.
The Cavaliers with the turnover. Now look at the Cavaliers' upcoming schedule. They'll be taking on the Indiana Pacers. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And New Jersey making some changes. Get Zurich's checked in, and Travis Outlaw subbed in for Brandon Wright. The Cavaliers making a switch here. One thing about Cleveland last year, Clark, the Cavs not only finished top 5 in their own scoring, but also top 5 in their opponent's field goal percentage. Not bad.
No, that's excellent. And that's the one stat defensively that you tend to look at. Not necessarily points allowed.
Stop with
field goal
whatever
defense.
that
How many
is.
shots are you challenging? How tough are you making it for the opposition? And when you can excel in that area, then you have the ability to dominate, much like the Cavs did all year in that particular area.
Here's James. It's blocked. So it's Cleveland now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Gibson. Nets it from the wing. 17 points in the game.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
James up top. For 3, Outlaw. That's good. He's shooting 20% from downtown.
Kevin, that's just not good defense. You can't be giving players of his talent level looks like that. Come on now.
Here's Gooden. The shot is off, and it's New Jersey the other way.
He hasn't had the type of game that we thought we'd see. But despite that, the team is still doing quite well.
Here is Williams. The 10-footer, Outlaw with the bucket. 11 points in the game. And the Cavaliers with possession. A 12-point game. Goes up. Vujacic knocks it loose. 2:13 left
This
in the third
lineup
quarter.
ain't doing it, Coach.
Outside Williams. The 3. Outlaw's shot is off.
He just hasn't been able to get on track in this game. Not like he would like to. He's a much better shooter than he's shown.
Puts the move on. And Davis can't get it to go.
What are we
Not his
doing to
quarter,
Ricky?
Kevin. He was doing okay earlier, but he's gone ice cold.
Williams against Parker. Here's James. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. James has got 13.
He can be dangerous from outside.
Get past half
Sure, he didn't
court.
get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Parker against Williams. Will it go? And that one's good. Parker.
Jesus.
Parker's got his second basket of the night.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
From about 19 feet, another one falls for New
Are we
Jersey.
stupid?
He's really come out this quarter saying, give me the ball. I'm taking over. I'm demanding the ball. And you know what?
What was
He's
that?
delivered.
Just do a layup,
Tremendous
brother.
performance this quarter.
This unit is not
Parker
the vibe.
against Williams. Covered by Parker. Here's Vujacic for 3. Parker snatches the defensive rebound.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Here's Gibson. James covering. Shot's good by Gibson. He's got 19.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot.
Williams for 3. Gets it to go. Williams has got 7. Gibson with it. Good if it goes. Oh, he put it down!
It accounts.
What a shot!
that one was
At
good.
the buzzer!
Oh, my goodness. What a shot. All that Sunday school paid off.
We've played through 3 in the double-digit game
All
going
that
on
Sunday
here.
school paid off.
Cavaliers lead by 11.
The NBA season gathers momentum. Rajon Rondo and the Boston Celtics go up against LeBron James and the Miami Heat this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for our Sprite Spark of the Game report. Let's go to Doris Burke.
Hey guys, well, you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, the spark has been the solid play from their 3-man. With a double-double already in the books, he's provided a huge boost to his team in so many ways. We'll see if he can add to those totals here in the fourth, guys.
Thank you, Doris. You know, Clark, give me your thoughts. Igniting his team much of the way.
Well, just a man on a mission, Kevin. His goal is not to let his team lose if he can help it.
Here is Williams on the court for Cleveland. And Jop. Here is Outlaw. He's guarded by Davis. Outlaw's shot is off.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
From deep. Can't get it to go. And the Nets now go the other way. Now Williams. Got a hand on it.
The defense hasn't let him get too many clean looks in this game. He's having trouble getting it done at the offensive end here, and I think you've got to credit the defense.
Yeah.
So it's New Jersey now. They trail by 11. Nails the step-back chain. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
With the high basketball IQ at the offensive end, this guy is just waiting for you to make one mistake as a defender. If you do, he'll take advantage of it.
Outside, Davis. Clock is at 3. A second left. Petro grabs the rock.
Smart D forced him into taking that mid-range jump shot, and as you might expect, he wasn't able to knock it down.
Here's Morrow. Davis reels in the defensive rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 9. 18 feet away. Jump shot is good. He's got 29 points.
Well, I tell you what, it's not a good sign for the defense if he's getting off.
Here's Williams, kept alive.
He never gives up on a missed shot. He feels like every one is his, and that tip-in paid off for him.
Knight. He's guarded by Williams. Jop sets a pick to the inside, rips it down, and draws the foul. He'll have a chance for a three-point play.
That's one of those little things that makes a big difference, you know? A very nice screen set there.
Very unselfish play right there, Clark.
Some guys love to set those hard screens.
And they make that part of the repertoire. Here's what New Jersey's going with right now. James is checked in, and it's Farmall in for Darren Williams. Here's James. Off the mark from 3. Just over 7 minutes left in the fourth. Shot. Lopez covering. Fires from 14. No good. And the Nets now go the other way. Here's Farmar. With the wide open look. Outlaw's shot is off.
You absolutely have to make the defense respect you there, Kevin. He was wide open and couldn't drill it.
Here's Miles. Sticks it from 17 feet. He has 31.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
Now Farmar. Here's James. And again, it's the Nets missing. Inside, Miles. It's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 16. Here's Farmar. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. 24 points for Brook Lopez. The steal.
Just quit moving, huh?
Now Farmar. Pass to James. And here is Lopez. From downtown. Nice shot by James.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
There we go.
Miles.
Oh! He's not normally a prolific scorer, but he's giving them a big lift in this one.
Here's Farmar. Just over 5 minutes left in the game. Here's James, and a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. James has got 20 points. Here's Pavlovich. Yes, from downtown. Here's Farmar. For 3. Shot misses, and Cleveland will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Pavlovich. Another 3 for Cleveland.
No question that they've been the better offensive team so far. The execution has been flawless.
From the wing, Lopez, no luck.
The D didn't respect him from that distance, and now we know why.
Down low, here's Miles. Count it! 37 points for him.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Now here's James. From deep, Morrow kept alive, and a great second effort right there. James has got 22. Tipped, and Cleveland has possession. They lead by 17. It
What
stays
am
here.
I seeing with that
Moment to
shit,
see how the
man?
schedule is looking for New Jersey. They'll be playing the Magic. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Darren Williams checked in for Anthony Morrow. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Here's Parker. For 3, Capono. And that one's good. Here's Williams. Just over 3 minutes left in the fourth. And here's Outlaw for three. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
That's a good job going right back at him with the three of their own.
Here's Gooden. No good. And the Nets now go the other way. Pass to James. The 10-footer. Another one falls for New Jersey.
He's really flipped the script with this performance here in the second half.
Here's Gooden. And jammed in for two. Good eyes and hands there. Set it up.
With his length, Kevin, he doesn't necessarily have to go way up top to throw it down.
Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 17. 2:26 left in the game. And making a change here, the Cavaliers. Here's Williams. Farmar with the screen. And here is Outlaw. Jacks up a three. Davis snatches the defensive rebound.
So far, it's been a challenge. He's been unable to get it going here in the fourth.
Here's Knight. Scooped up. A second chance effort. And Davis puts it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 19. Williams with the ball. Dumps it off. Farmar. And again, it's the Nets missing. 1:43 left in the fourth. Takes it up high and down hard.
Put a fork in him, Kevin. This one's over.
Williams kicks to Lopez. Goes up. Good. And it's Williams who picks up the assist. 26 points for Brook Lopez. Miles. Covered by Outlaw. And that's laid up and in.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team him. That's your only hope.
Now a timeout called by New Jersey. Here's Lopez. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Well, Lopez has been great. He's got 26 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
Brook Lopez. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
They can't afford too many missed free throws, Kev. They need every point they can get.
Gibson with it. Over Farmar. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Assisted. Miles.
59 seconds left in the game. For three, Outlaw. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
The fast break left the defense scrambling to react, and they couldn't get to him in time.
Here's Miles. And James pulls it down. And here are the Nets. 19-point game. Williams passes to James. Lopez can't make the open shot.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
Here's Gooden over Lopez. And that one's good by Gooden.
They're leading by double digits, and I'd say this game is essentially done.
From deep. Farmar, no good.
You know, he can sink it from out there. It didn't happen that time, but at least it's in the back of the defense's mind that he will let it fly from there.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke and the whole crew and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan Brand Player of the Game.
Let's do this thing.
The NBA season kicks into gear. It's the New Jersey Nets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Up next.
There's a look at the New Jersey Nets' terrific center, Brook Lopez, arriving earlier. The Nets are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this game. Good evening, everyone. It's good to have you here at 2K Sports on this Wednesday. With that road trip behind them, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland. It's been a fresh start. Good start to the new season for them, 5 wins in a row.
You know, I think in the second game of a back-to-back, it's always important to get off to a good start, and also you have to make sure that you utilize your reserves a little more than normal.
So the Nets starting 5. Brandon Wright is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Vujicic. Then there's Darren Williams and James. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Gooden and Miles. You know, Clark, looking at the Cavs from last season, second straight year for them having the best record in the entire NBA.
You think about the atmosphere here at the Q. I mean, just an unbelievable place to play. Very, very difficult for opposing team. It's a fun atmosphere, and the noise in here can be deafening.
Now here's Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Vujicic. Can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
You know, Kevin, I think it sort of came down to the fact they did not have to deal with a lot of pressure from the defense they were facing. Had they been up against a good defense, it could have easily been a different story.
And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Well, Avery Johnson, the new head coach of the New Jersey Nets. The Nets, of course, had the worst record in the league last season, but Johnson remains optimistic for this team's future. He said, "We've got a lot of work ahead of us, but the sky's the limit. We have to get rid of the losing stench and losing mentality. I don't think it's about being overly optimistic. It's about having a positive outlook. Guys, we'll see how quickly they can turn things around here in the Garden State."
All right, thank you, Doris. Here's Lopez. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Back to Williams.
The interior D was lurking on that one.
Gibson with it. Shoots from the corner, and he hits the jump shot.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
And here are the Nets. 4-point game. This is the second time they've matched up against Cleveland.
I didn't think we saw a real strong outing defensively from them, Kevin. And very few teams can get away with winning, maybe a handful of games, if that, relying solely on their offense. Good defensive footwork shut down this path to the basket.
Lopez. Here's Vujicic. 3 seconds left, and there's the bucket, good for 2.
Great execution on the inbounds play, and they get the basket.
Here's Miles. Hands the tough double clutch layup.
Well, it's been a good shooting start to the game. Shooting 75% from the field on their first 4 shots.
Outside Williams. It's dumped off. Here's Lopez. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night. Gooden in the post. Lopez covering. And that one's good by Gooden.
These guys are doing an excellent job on offense here at the start of this game. Good shots leading to 4 or 5 shooting.
Outside Williams. Lopez backs in. Dropped in on the layup. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
The defense can't do much at that point. You've got to do your work early and be preventative. Kevin, Brook Lopez and his brother Robin are the first twins to play against each other in the NBA since the Collins twins, who also played at Stanford. Kind of unique.
Yeah, very ironic. The first one falls, and New Jersey making some changes. Humphries comes in for Brandon Wright, and Anthony Morrow subbed in for Sasha Vujicic. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clark, you talk about Brook and Robin Lopez. They both had an impact for their team.
Well, when you consider their size, Kevin, and combine that with a strong work ethic, it's not that surprising.
Now here's James. Not on the scoreboard yet. Takes it up and slam dunk. Wow! Now the Sprite slam cam for the replay.
Does he make it look easy or what, partner? Trust me, that's not easy.
Oh, I know it. I think he could climb over the backboard if he wanted to. Here's Davis. Humphries gets the rebound.
Ill-advised shot there, no question about it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Avery Johnson gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about the way their season had been developing. He told me, "We've been learning the hard way that anything less than a 100% effort is not going to get it done. I want to see my guys a lot hungrier than they have been." That would certainly help, gentlemen.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. So it's New Jersey now. After the Cavaliers pick up 3. Goes up. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his first bucket of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Miles, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. You know, you talk about, leading your conference, 38 wins last year by this Cavalier team. That is dominating your conference.
Well, you only play 52 conference games with the current schedule. That's a winning percentage, Kevin. When you talk about 38 wins, that's just north of 70%. 7 out of every 10 times you take the floor in the conference, you're winning that ball game.
I mean, the teams are so familiar with each other. It's harder to prepare.
It's much harder to prepare, but sometimes you grab a couple of those scheduling wins, we call it, when one team has been resting and the other has played 3 games in 4 nights.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Down low. Here's Morrow. Parker snatches the defensive rebound. So it's Cleveland now. They lead by 4. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Miles. Stolen away.
Things got jammed up near the rim, and that left a golden opportunity. Oh! Great D leads to easy offense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Third is Darren Williams.
He was one of the best distributors of the basketball all season long and was really one of his team's bright spots a year ago.
Used the screen and took it all the way.
Nice fundamental basketball. Get that screen in place solidly and then take it to the rim.
Show a little patience, then zoom right in. Now here's Williams. 9 points last game. Here's Humphries. Nails it from 8 feet.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Williams against Parker. Now good. It's tipped.
He telegraphed it, and the defense was able to pick it off.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
I tell you what, Kevin, both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
Here's Miles.
Where's my foul?
Offline with the layup after the quick pump fake.
Can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
He's picked up by Parker. Williams kicks to James. Puts the hammer down.
That's a terrific play. All he had to do was catch it and finish.
And the Cavaliers with possession, trailing by 2. Here's Davis. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Their offense has been great. Now here's Williams, defended by Gibson. Lopez backs in, tosses it up. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Lopez has got 8 points.
Way to square up off the quick turnaround. That's textbook, and it's pretty.
Here's Miles, and good, training it off the screen.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
And first time out of the game called for New Jersey. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Getting blown out, Kevin, can be a bit demoralizing. No question about that. That's why you see so many teams fighting in the fourth quarter to get back to a reasonable differential. But this just was not a good game for them.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now Farmar. It's blocked. Gibson for 3. Shot is no good. And the Nets now go the other way. Here's Farmar. Here's James. Hits right rim and doesn't fall.
Well, he was wide open for a reason. D was just begging for him to attempt that shot. I think this quarter particularly, we're seeing them having trouble keeping possession of the ball. Far, far too many turnovers right now.
My gas.
And Cleveland has possession. 4-point game. On its way from Gibson for 2.
That was
Can't
dumb.
connect on the quick shot. Here's Farmar. Backing down is James. Picked up by Davis. The three. Vujicic's shot is off.
Well, so far, they're showing a slight edge in rebounding to start the ballgame.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Davis. Lets it go from the wing, and that one's good. Davis has got his first basket of the night. Now Vujicic. Now here's James. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. And Lopez gets it to go.
Boy, this is fun to watch. This guy is putting on a show right now. He's making it look really easy.
James against Davis. Let's go with the three. Good. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
The defense made the mistake of playing off him, and he drained it from deep.
James against Davis. 8 feet out, and it's New Jersey scoring again.
Discombobulated.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Gibson for 3. Now Farmar. You know what? And a lot of offense on display in this first quarter. Nets lead by 3.
They've had terrific ball movement. They're keeping their heads up and passing.
The NBA season kicks into gear. Rajon Rondo and the
A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And Cleveland has possession. Well, Clark, the Nets won just 12 games last season. For a while, it looked like they might set a new record for the least wins in a single season.
They were headed down that road, Kevin, and that's got to be extremely trying for everybody. Coaches, players, fans, trainers. Next thing, we almost saw fans with bags over their heads there.
That's it. They've got Gooden and Pavlovich. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Clock is at 3, and Outlaw slams it in.
That's the way to exploit the D right there now. Wait for an opening and don't give him a chance to recover.
Well, Clark, he's going to make you pay for those slip-ups.
Yeah, he sure takes advantage of every one of them.
Now let's check in with the third member of our crew, Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Damian James, a tough 6'7" forward out of the University of Texas. He averaged 18 points and 10 boards for the Longhorns, but slipped to the 24th pick in this year's draft. James said, "Things happen for a reason. I'm just happy to be in a situation where I can help a team win. At the end of the day, I ended up in a great place." And guys, James is a seasoned college player. He should be able to help the New Jersey Nets out.
Yeah, good situation for him. Thanks, Doris. Nets leading by 5.
Just got to start hitting our threes, as Jackie Moon would say.
Now Farmar. Outlaw with it. Puts up the tray.
Man.
And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. He has 7.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Here's Gooden. Connects from 13 feet out.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
Here's Farmar. He dishes it. Outlaw backs him down. Here's Vujicic from downtown. Kept alive.
Boys.
And here is Outlaw. A second chance effort. Farmar, no good.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
Go to the hoop, Gooden. Go to the hoop, Gooden.
Here's Capono. The shot no good. And the Nets now go the other way. From 20 feet out, Outlaw with the bucket. 9 points in the game so far. The Cavaliers trail by 8. For 3, Capono. Vujicic reels in the defensive rebound. Farmar with the bucket.
That's a nice double clutch move there on the layup.
And the Cavaliers call time here. It seems like lately, Clark, a lot of teams have embraced playing a more up-tempo style.
Yeah, I think it serves the players well, and certainly the fans enjoy it, Kevin. I think with the success of teams like the Suns, it catches on a little bit.
So both teams making some changes here. Gooden with the screen. Gibson with it. To the paint. Here's Miles.
Can I
Good
get a
D by
foul?
Lopez.
That was horrendous.
You know, Clark, the NBA has definitely encouraged that up-tempo style of play. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, no question, Kevin. When you consider the rule changes that have been made, they're geared towards opening things up. I think it's a smart move by the league. The players are talented, and fans want to see them use that.
Oh, wow. We're getting
good execution on the break leads to the
game.
nice bucket.
And Cleveland has possession, down by 12. Lopez is whistled for reaching in. That's foul number 2 for him.
I think that's going to take away from what he does. The team's going to have to pick it up on the defensive end.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. We take a look at the Cavaliers. They're going to hurt you bad from outside.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
Now Gibson over Farmar. Shots good by Gibson. He has 7.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And I love the unselfishness. It's a joy to watch.
Lopez backs in. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more.
Well, Lopez has been great. He has 14 points, then he's also come up with a steal, adding to their defensive effort. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
The and one is good, so a 3-point play that time. Oh, look here now at Brook Lopez, 7 foot tall, 265 pounds, in his 3rd year on a Stanford, taking Clark in the 2008 draft, number 10 overall.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think there was some concerns about his athleticism, but it was misguided. I mean, this guy is big, he's strong, he's smart, and he's highly skilled.
Deflects the pass. Pass to James. Another one falls for New Jersey.
You don't have to worry about him leading the team in scoring, but he will find ways to get involved on the offensive end.
Here's Gibson, and there's another one for the Cavaliers. Here is Williams. Under 5 minutes left in the second. Pass to James. He's guarded by Davis. James dishes to Lopez. Shoots, left block. Another one falls for New Jersey.
Ridiculous.
And Cleveland has possession. It's a 13-point game. Gooden sets a pick. Here's Miles, and he dunks that one through.
That's one of those little things that makes a big difference, you know? A very nice screen set there.
Very unselfish play right there, Clark.
Some guys love to set those hard screens.
And they make that. Part of the repertoire. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Cleveland. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the 3rd best record in the conference. And, of course, the Nets, 3 games behind. The Nets making a switch here. Here is Williams. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. You think back about Darren Williams, who went to the University of Illinois, you can't help but think of Clark, how he helped the Fighting Illini to the 2005 NCAA championship game.
Yeah, that was quite a run that Illinois team had all season long. Only lost one game, actually 2 games that season. North Carolina ended up winning it all, but it was a very successful college career nonetheless for Williams. He set a Big Ten record in assists that season with 264.
Here's Parker. Under 4 minutes left in the half. Well, Cleveland breezed through the Bulls, but they just ran into a buzzsaw last May, Clark, when they had to deal with the Celtics and all the pride. I mean, they always talk about Celtic pride. It was on display in that series.
It certainly was, Kevin, and you can never underestimate that. The fact that those core guys had won a championship, they were healthy, they felt good, and they were confident going into that matchup against Cleveland. They felt like they had what it would take to be able to push past the Cavaliers. The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
You know, back to the Cavs, Clark. Where do they go from here?
Well, you start with the inability of being able to replace a guy like LeBron. I mean, MVP the last couple of years in the league, and a dominant player, a terrific leader. It's a huge, gaping hole that will not be filled for a long time. I think they go from the ground up now and just try to slowly put this thing back together. But that piece missing is going to make it very difficult to do.
Were you surprised he left?
Mildly so, Kevin. I thought if I'd have given it percentages, I would have said probably 65-35. He stayed, but I certainly can understand the fact that he wants to try to be in a position to win immediately, and he didn't feel like the Cavaliers were in that position.
Well thought out, though. There's no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
They did their homework.
That's exactly right.
Outside for Davis.
Oh, my God. Fuck off.
And here is Outlaw. 9 points in the game so far.
Speed kills after every rebound or bucket.
5 in a
They're
row.
pushing it ahead down the floor. They're
Can't
killing
have
them
you
on the
win
break.
6.
For 3, Gibson. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Some players really look for the three-point shot in transition. It's one of the best times to shoot it. You have to be a sharpshooter, though, and of course, he is.
Lopez backs in. Another one falls for New Jersey.
He's really one of the big reasons why they have the lead now. He's playing an extremely efficient game. It's fun to watch.
Davis with the screen.
Are you
Can't
kidding
hit.
me? Where
It seems
are
like they're
my
winning
fouls,
all
man?
of the hustle plays, getting all of the 50-50 balls, and they have a big advantage on the glass.
Pulls up. High post. Kept alive. Pass to
Jesus.
Williams. Covered by Parker. Here's James. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
It's getting ugly.
James has got 10. Parker outside. The dump off. Stolen by
As soon as I hit the
Vujicic.
button, he moves in front
Again,
of him.
another turnover for him. He needs to do a better job of knowing where the defense is.
Holy shnikes. We haven't been
Here's
beat by
Parker.
this.
56 seconds left in the second.
A minute.
Miles sets a pick. Covered by Outlaw. Fires from the elbow. Scooped up.
They've been controlling the boards, and that's why they're dominating the scoreboard. These guys are playing their hearts out right now.
Kept alive. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Well, the D is lucky he missed. He came real close to an and one.
That free throw missing. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on the second free throw.
This is a great way to extend the lead. I think you've always got to continue to try to add to the lead. Be aggressive, and when you are aggressive, I think it pays off with some trips to the stripe.
It bounces out of bounds after the shot. Now a look at the Cavaliers' upcoming schedule. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's Williams. 19-point game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outlaw backs down. 3 on the clock. Scooped up. And he jams it in
Absolutely
beautifully.
embarrassing, Cavs.
That's a fantastic effort, Kevin. I mean, really, offensive rebounds are so important to helping your team win.
Mark, just look at how he used his strength.
Absolutely.
All right, let's tip off the HP halftime report. I'm Damon Bruce.
We're not hitting our shots.
And as we begin the second half, it's been a one-sided affair so far. We'll see if this half is more competitive. So it's Cleveland now, setting the floor for the Nets. Vujacic is out there with Darren Williams. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Brandon Wright and James.
This is one of the NBA's most skilled finishers, and it's not hard to tell why.
Well, he is one hard man for a defense to deal with. Now here's Williams. 11 points in the game. James misses. Now Gibson jacks up the triple. That's good. 18 points for him.
He's been stroking it from long range all game long. Actually, most of his points have come from beyond the arc.
Outside Williams. Here's Vujacic, defended by Gibson. Unloads from 9. Vujacic's shot is off. And Cleveland has possession. Their biggest margin in the game was 21. Gibson with it. He's got 18. Inside.
To get back into this game, Kevin, they need to really concentrate on limiting the turnovers. I mean, it hasn't been terrible for them, but it's still hurting their cause.
This Cavaliers squad is struggling. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Dude, the fuck?
Here's Vujacic, dunked in off the nice assist that time.
God damn it.
Power basketball, Kev, plain and simple. You have got to love it.
Well, Clark, would you expect anything else? I mean, you better not.
You gotta
No,
be.
not from them.
Darren Williams, Clark, one cool customer.
Yeah, I love the composure that he plays with, the maturity he plays with, and he's a competitive guy, but he never changes expression. I think he plays with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, which is a positive thing.
You like that, don't you?
I love to see that, especially in your leading guard.
Give me the goddamn ball.
And Cleveland has possession. The East had its share of struggling teams last year, and the Nets were one of them.
Yeah, they only managed 8 wins against other teams in the East, by far the lowest mark of any team in that
We're just sitting
conference.
in the paint, looking off every pass.
Excellent
Give me
defense,
the
and the
ball.
steal earns them a quick bucket in transition.
Miles backs in.
Can I get a
Shot
foul?
misses.
No, I can't.
And it's New Jersey the other way.
Absolutely atrocious game.
Outside Williams. Throws it up. And it's New Jersey scoring again.
I love that they're staying aggressive and just keep piling on the points.
They need this.
That
Flushes it
wasn't
in.
picked off.
Great vision on display there. The pass led him perfectly to the basket. That's how you do it.
Now a timeout called by New Jersey. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage. last season. And take a look at the Cavaliers. They're deadly accurate. Third in the NBA.
You know, after that solid performance last year, there will be a lot of high expectations this year. And nothing stays exactly the same for a team from year to year. There are a lot of... What a fantastic reverse dunk. The defense was helping.
Well, that is some slick basketball, Clark. You're right.
And it does give you such a lift as a player when you see that happen.
James. Here's Vujicic. He dumps it off. Over Davis. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 15 points. Williams is tagged with the reach. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, New Jersey. Miles with the screen. He's picked up by Lopez. For three, Gibson. Lopez grabs the board.
Every time they get under the glass, it seems like they're getting all of the rebounding opportunities.
Here's Vujicic from downtown. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds.
Cavaliers ball.
And Cleveland has possession. Knight. He's guarded by Williams. From 18 feet away, Williams pulls it in.
They'll allow him to get that off all day.
Now Vujicic. Here's James. 12 points for him. 5 to shoot. Lopez kicks to Williams. Takes a three. Kept alive.
Boy, he had a good look. I think everyone here was a bit shocked to see that one not fall through.
Outside, Davis jacks up a three, and that one's good. Davis has got 10 points.
The fast break left the defense discombobulated. As a result, he had the open three.
Lopez passes to James. Here's Williams, and he gets the bucket. Foul is called. One free throw for him.
He's been a go-to guy for him here in the quarter, doing an outstanding job putting the ball in the basket.
And the Nets making a change here. Free throw good, Williams.
Well, Williams has been great. 18 points, and as his steals numbers show, his defense has had an impact. He's come out of halftime on a roll.
Fires top of the key. That's good. He's got 15.
Well, I tell you what, it's not a good sign for the defense if he's getting off.
And here is Outlaw. Lopez backs in. Picked up by Davis from the low block. Cleveland with the ball. Earlier, they trailed by 24. That was the biggest deficit of the game. Miles, covered by Outlaw, blocked. He's got 18. And here is Williams. Uncovered, Outlaw with the buckets. Here's Parker. Under 4 minutes left in the third. Now Gooden. He's got 10. No luck on the three-point attempt.
I'm tired. Team's
Here's
tired.
Outlaw.
Team's asked.
Scooped up.
We're missing Big Z big time.
Second chance shot. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Parker against Williams. Here's Miles. The Cavaliers
like
again can't hit.
Glitch in the animation.
Picked up by Davis. Outlaw with it. Connects, the jumper drops.
God.
He's got 18.
These poop
Here's
players
Parker.
hitting every shot.
He's guarded by Williams. Here's Miles. And another miss by Cleveland. New Jersey in total control. Here is Outlaw. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Effort's horrendous.
Moment to see how the schedule is looking for New Jersey. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And making a change here, the Cavaliers. And so he makes both from the line.
Oh my God, I just got that.
Here's Parker. 2:30 left in the third quarter. Capono for 3. Shot's good. He's got 5.
Boy, there's been no answer for the three-point shot this half. They've dominated from behind the arc.
Now Outlaw. Here's Humphries. Takes it up. Here's Pavlovich. Another 3 for Cleveland. So here is West.
Sasha Pavlovich.
He's picked up by Parker. And here is Outlaw. Petro backs down. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Gooden. So it's Cleveland now. Shoots it up. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Every basket helps. They need to milk this momentum for all it's worth.
West outside. Outlaw with it. He's got 20.
Pick it up, man.
Can they get it?
My God.
No good from West. And the Cavaliers with possession. They trail by 18. Throws it up. Clanked off the front of the rim.
The D didn't respect him from that distance, and now we know why.
He's picked up by Parker. West outside. Covered by Parker. From deep, Morrow. And that is good. And the Nets lead by 21.
Come on now, you got to pay better attention than that on a shooter like him. He'll make that 10 times out of 10.
My guys
Here,
are
they'll want to
just
hold for one shot.
shooting themselves out the game. Green release is wide open, clanging it. Meanwhile, you got a hand in their face, and they're just swishing everything.
Here's Outlaw.
I don't even know
And 2
what
free
that
throws
was.
coming up as the
my
whistle blows. He
God.
barely missed that one.
Terrible.
First personal foul.
And he makes the first.
They've made all of their free throws in this half. And that's what you've got to do. I mean, you've got to make a team pay when they send you to the line. The way you do that is by cashing in from the charity stripe. Knock down those free throws.
Both shots good from the stripe. Gibson for 3, and that's not going to fall for him. We have just finished the third, and it's officially a blowout.
63.
Nets out in front, opening up a huge.
Coming.
So as we get rolling here in the fourth, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark. Doris, take it away.
Kev, the spark in this one, Travis Outlaw. He's made a huge impact coming off the bench and providing his team with energy. And it's a big part of why they're enjoying this sizable lead. Guys?
And Doris, thank you. Clark, what a spark he's been.
The provocateur entered the game and wasn't going the direction they had planned and turns it around. Well done.
And Jot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Humphrey backs him down. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
What are we talking about?
In.
What are we talking about there?
And Cleveland has possession. Gibson with it. From deep. Petro is on it. So here is West. Knight gets called for the reach. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, he's trying to do something to get his team fired up. But I'll tell you what, committing silly fouls like that isn't going to do it.
And making a change here, the Cavaliers. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
Off the inbound pass. No good from Gibson.
He's having a very poor half from long range. He can't find the net from there, and the defense knows it.
To the inside. Gadzarich backs in. From the right block. Can't hit. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. For three, Capono. Good.
Kevin, you can't rest or blink at all on him. He's a dangerous scorer, and you have to know where he is at all times.
From deep, Morrow gets it to go.
That's a good job going right back at him with the three of their own.
Pass to Davis. Over West. It's blocked. New Jersey in total control. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Morrow backs down. Over Davis. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And here is Gibson. A missed three.
Wow. Wow.
That's good on the layup. Great feed for the bucket.
That's a nice finish in transition, partner. That's exactly how you run the break.
Miles backs him down. The 82-game grind of the regular season, always an endurance contest for NBA players.
I like what Shane Battier said, Kevin. He thought the season should be shortened. I don't know if 58 games is the number, but I'm a proponent of at least shortening the season by 12 games. Maybe take a month off the regular season.
And a new group in for the Nets. And no problem at the line here for the three-point play. And here are the Nets now. Gadzarich backs in. Gooden grabs the rock. And Clark, with regard to the grind of the season, David Stern suggested keeping the same number of games but reducing the wear and tear by setting minutes caps for players, so you have to use your bench more.
No, I think that's way out there. I would go back to what Shane Battier said about reducing the number of games so it would be easier on the season ticket holders. If you cut down the home games from, say, 41 to, Battier said 29, that certainly would allow people to have their money go farther.
Humphries backs him down. Takes the shot. The shot is off, and Cleveland will take it the other way. On its way from Gibson for two.
Oh, my
Morrow
God.
snatches it inside. New Jersey with the ball. West outside. Morrow backs down. Nails the turnaround jumper. Here's Gibson. Right around 6 minutes left in the fourth. For three, Capono gets the bucket. He's shooting 50% from deep. So it's New Jersey now. Morrow, defended by Gibson. Here's Humphries. Too much mustard on that one. And here are the Cavaliers. Here's Gooden. Deflected. It stays here. Cavaliers making a switch here. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
I didn't want free throw squad.
New Jersey on D. Now Gibson from the corner. Chris Humphries comes up with the rebound. Wow. The break is on. West outside. Petro backs him down. No luck, and Cleveland will take it the other way. Right around 5 minutes left in the game. For three, Gibson, and that one's good. He's got 21. Humphries backs in. Picked up by Davis. Goes up. Connects from in close.
Speed is only part of the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Capono for three. It's rebounded by West. So it's New Jersey now. Morrow defended by Gibson. Gibson gets the reach-in call. That's foul number 2 for him. And making a change here, the Cavaliers. Miles is checked in, and a new group in for the Nets. Here's Lopez. Vujicic defended by Gibson. Vujicic's shot is off. Pass to Davis. Here's Miles. Hits the elbow jumper. He's got 22.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team it. That's your only hope.
Here's Vujicic. Now here's James. Dumps it off. Lopez backs in. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The D didn't respect him from that distance, and now we know why.
And here is Gibson, the 3-ball. Excellent D there from Williams. Just over 3 minutes left to the fourth. Shot is off, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Miles, and a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez. The first free throw is good. And a new group in for the Nets.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here are the Nets now. 16-point lead. Godzarich backs him down. Baseline jumper. Davis grabs the defensive rebound. Now Gibson. Off from three-point land.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Clock at 4. Here's Humphries, and he lays that one up and in. And the Nets lead by 18.
You know, that's a good job of getting the ball down low like that. I mean, those are hard to stop from that range.
Here's Miles. It's rebounded by West. New Jersey with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Humphries inside. Davis is there. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will take it the other way. Gibson for 3. Humphries yanks down the defensive rebound. So it's New Jersey now. West outside. Morrow is guarded by Davis. Here's Morrow. Off target for 3. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 15-6 run. And Davis puts it in. So it's New Jersey now. 16-point lead. Humphrey sacks down. Banks it home.
They're leading by double digits, and I'd say this game is essentially done.
Top of the key. That's good. 26 points for him.
Boy, sharing the sugar, spreading the wealth, that's a good team effort.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Working on Gibson. Here's West. Knocks down the trifecta. West has got his first 3 points of the game. And Cleveland has possession, trailing by 19. For 3, Gibson. That's good.
Well, it looks like we're going to be going back and forth with these threes all game long. I'm down.
And so it's New Jersey easily grabbing this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg,